11.1 we are working on your 11 rules that you need to master. Guys, this should be like engraved in your brain because you need to have this structure in your mind. So first of all, we are working on Qawaid 11 rules that should enable you to spell any word in the Quran. Basically spelling rules. How do we spell? How? Now, when it comes to, what we are going to read, yeah? So how are we supposed to read words in the Quran? That is your, what? So that is your Qawaid 11. Now, how are you going to read them? Then Tajweed comes. And this is where I will teach you your basic Tajweed rules. And so, sorry, let me just break it down once again. I think I'm confusing you guys. I'm confusing myself here. So first you learn rules of spelling Arabic words. Once you do that, you learn rules of reading words. Sorry, you put these rules together so you can read words. Once you do that, then you're reading verses. Once you do that, now you are focusing on fluency. If you jump straight and you want to become a fluent Quran reciter, it doesn't work, guys. Ustad, I already read Quran. I know how to read Quran. I just want to fix it. If you have too many mistakes, if you can't process the spelling fast enough in your mind, you will struggle forever. So to break that struggle forever, once for all, what we do is that, guys, we have to start from here, Qawaid 11. Some students would come to me, the reading is good enough. I would say, okay, you can ignore this. Let's start with level 2 and let's go to level 3. But most students start with level 1. You'll be surprised how many times people think they know level 1. They know it very well, but they don't. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. I finished Qaedah and have read Quran, but I want to do the best I can. I don't know where to start from. What should I do? Huria, raise your hand, inshallah ta'ala, and I will test you and I will tell you what is it that you need to start from. Yeah? Okay, guys, that's another thing. Look, it's good to have you guys here in the class, but a lot of times people think they've done everything is mastered, everything is done. Until they get tested. I'm not here to tell you that you didn't do anything or whatever you've done is not good enough. I'm here to guide you through what is it that need to be done. Yeah, if there is something that need to be done. So we're gonna start, inshallah ta'ala, with with Yasir, who is on Yasir Surah Al-Fatiha. Yeah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Yasir, you're doing Surah Al-Fatiha or Fatiha chapter?
Fatiha.
Fatiha, my bad. Okay. Yasir, you read, inshallah. I'll give you feedback after you finish your recitation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. الرحمن الرحيم. مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم. صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Ameen.
So a few things we have to work on. If you go to level 2 and then watch specifically one video, and that is, so if I can show you guys what I need him to work on. So he's on level 2. His reading is not bad. What does it look like? Oh, here it is. Okay. His reading is not too bad. But what I would want him to work on, look at level 2. This is where I'm teaching Quran recitation, but I'm breaking it down into different rules. So have a look at this. Look on the left side now. I would want him to go to one specific chapter, Surah Al-Fatiha. Now look at Surah Al-Fatiha with throat letters, with full mouth letters. This particular video, this one here, yeah? Now, in this particular surah, I go over these letters, and this is what exactly where you are making your mistake. So let's fix this. It's not dalin, it's dallin.
ضالين
The other thing is, it's not do, it's dal.
ضال
Good, good. Ba, not do. Very good. Okay. Someone's asking, is he reading by? Yeah, he's reading by looking into the Quran. Next, not mustaqim, mustaqim. Off, mustaqim.
مستقيم
That's a kaf. The difference between kaf and qaf, if you go to level 1 and you learn qaf and kaf, you would find this video where I'm explaining how do we pronounce kaf, how do we pronounce qaf. Now here, if this is your tongue, qaf comes from the back of your tongue, almost touching the small tongue on the top. Kaf comes slightly from the middle of your tongue, not exactly middle of your tongue, but slightly. So mustaqim, that would be using the mid of your tongue against the upper palate. Qim, qaf would be at the back. Mustaqim.
مستقيم
Good. Now, some of these mistakes, I don't expect them to change overnight. However, you knowing these mistakes will slowly get you to fix them. Next, siratal. Ta is a full mouth letter, whereas lam is not. Tal, no. Tal. Siratal.
صراط
Good. There's ta, there is lam. Lam is not full mouth, only ta is. So, very good. Okay, very, very good. Next. Nasta'in is nasta'i, ta, not ta.
نستعين
Very good. Ta, alamin, change it to alamin.
عالمين
So my question here, guys, what is the one mistake that you would call that is the most common mistake here that yes, it have to work on? From all the mistakes that I highlighted, there's a common theme here. Now, someone is asking level 1, should he read by... here's the thing, guys, for those of you who are wondering, who are new, I don't teach hifz. But I do believe that if you really want to do hifz, if you're keen on memorizing Quran, you shouldn't memorize Quran unless you're very fluent at reading Quran. Why? If you're not fluent at reading Quran, you would do exactly what I was doing when I was memorizing Quran. I was making tons of mistakes and I didn't even know my mistakes. Like I remember I was in Surah Yasin and I had one reciter, like I played a cassette of Sheikh Muhammad Ayub. And I realized there's so many mistakes. I was making tons of mistakes. Yeah, and my teacher had 70 kids in the school, in the madrasa. He couldn't just focus on everything. Yeah. And so the reason, because I had no idea I was reading wrong. You don't want to be in that place. Okay. Full mouth letters, yes. So most of his mistakes here is either a full mouth letter that he's not reading as full mouth, or it's an empty mouth letter that he is reading as full mouth, you see? So would like to work on this again, and I'll test you again, inshallah ta'ala. I want this surah 0 mistakes before you move to next surah, yeah? Shahid, salam alaikum.
عليكم السلام
Okay, a quick one, Shahid, inshallah, as just before you start, guys, I want to show you something. Everyone who signed up to this group coaching, you should have access to here, this. It says 149 step document. I'll share this document once again on the group. Have a look at this. Feel free to fill this up. If I zoom in here, Shahid is going to be somewhere here. Look, one of these columns here is the steps. Yeah, this particular column here. Now, Shahid is in this particular step number 20. So what you can do here, you can put a tick or cross, and that would say, you know what, I have done this. You can download it, you can keep it, you can fill it up. Feel free to add a date, on what date you did what step. Yeah. But when you purchase this welcome email, in that email you should have there should be a place to download this. Think of it like 149 steps. Yeah. I saw your answer there, Jokima. Jokima, well done. Shahid, let's go. Where is it? Okay, so we are doing this first column here. So we're reading it, yeah?
Just reading, yeah.
Yeah.
A, ha, za, o, ko, ba.
Yep. So each one, just read it once. So a, ha, za. Yeah, go.
A, ha, za, o, ko, ba.
Good. So notice this. Ha. It's ha. Ha. Then za. Then we have to and ko. Okay. Move to next.
Ba, ho, za, vo, ka, ha.
Next.
Ta, o,
Da.
da, yeah. Sha, a, la.
This is a, not a. Ain.
A. Probably fine.
That's okay. Yeah, let's try this one.
Fa, va,
Not the, but the.
va. So, o, ma, a. Ja, ro, o, fa, na, ya.
Very good, very good. Okay. You can move to the second chapter. We're going to do 2 letters together, yeah? It's good enough. Can be better, but it's good enough. You can move to next chapter. Work on 2 letters together, inshallah, yeah? Now, if I open the Quran, I mean, Shahid can argue, Ustad, if you go to the Quran, you don't really see just a word with the fatha letter on its own. It's true, but look at this word. Fa fatha fa, mim fatha ma, fa ma. Although that's not how we read this, yeah? Because there's noon next to it. I'm just saying that when I say, when Shahid is done with this chapter, he should be able to read 20% of the words in the Quran. Look at this. This is Hamza fatha a, ya fatha ya. He should be able to read 20% of most of these words. Hamza fatha a, fa fatha fa, afa. Okay? The reason you want to get used to it so much, because you don't want to go so much far, come all the way to the Quran, and now you are figuring it out. No, you want to be so used to it. So this is just rule number 2, where he only have to worry about fatha. Slowly we're going to get him to kasra. So now he's concerned about fatha and kasra. Slowly. Yeah. Can we go to Umar? This is not Umar. You are doing fatha. Have you done 2 letters together? Ali.
Yeah.
Have you done?
I haven't learned 2 letters together. I am still on fatha.
Okay. So let's start, inshallah ta'ala. Have you done the video where I am teaching 2 fatha letters together?
Just shake. I've done that.
Go ahead. Let's start this.
Okay. Taba.
Ta fatha ta, ba fatha ba, taba. And then you're going to say ta fatha ta, ba fatha ba, taba.
Taba. Taba.
Try this one now.
Sin fatha sa, alif fatha, hamza fatha a, sa'a.
So let's just say he's always making this mistake and he's mixing alif with hamza. It means that's he need to go back to chapter 1, yeah? But so for now, he's okay. He's good. Go ahead.
سين فتحة سا عين فتحة ساعة.
Try this.
ثاء فتحة ثا با فتحة با سبا. سين فتحة سا با فتحة با سبا. قاف فتحة قا قاف فتحة كا را فتحة را قرا.
No. قاف فتحة قا را فتحة را قرا.
قرا. كاف فتحة كا را فتحة را قرا.
كارا not قرا كارا.
كرا. زا فتحة زا عين فتحة ع زع. ضاء فتحة ضاء عين فتحة ع ضاع. عين فتحة ع ذال فتحة ذا نوع ذا. sorry.
عين فتحة ع ذال فتحة ذا. Again.
yes. عين فتحة ع ذا فتحة ذا ذال فتحة ذا عذا.
Good. ذال not ذا. ذال فتحة ذا عذا.
عين فتحة ع ضا فتحة ضا عضا.
Keep going.
دال فتحة دا سين فتحة سا دسا. طا فتحة طا سين فتحة صاد فتحة سا طاسة.
صاد فتحة صا تصا. Okay, read this. So no more spelling, you're reading it. No, so you're doing that in your mind and then you're saying it.
Yes,
Yeah, that's called spelling. Reading would be ثقة سكة. Now go to this one. No, so that's spelling. I want you to do the reading like I read before. So let's do it one more time. Try to spell it خاصة in your mind and then say it خاصة. Yeah, try this. خاصة. Try this.
بطا.
Not بطا, بطا. And then?
بطا.
May Allah bless you. Okay. I need more practice. I want you to watch those videos again of this chapter, Fatha. This is your rule number 2 in level 1. And you're going over the video where I'm teaching 2 letters together. Good question. Did everyone have a fixed time or it depends? So let me answer this question, guys. This is very important. It's very important that you figure this out. You know, on a very high level, when I was becoming a Quran teacher myself, or before I even become a Quran teacher, one of the things I used to do as a student, and my teacher would get me to do, is to sit right next to him and watch him teach. Sometimes, if I were to put you in a teacher training and somehow in 1 week you have to become a teacher because I'm going to send you to Maldives and there's no Quran teachers there and you have to be the only one to teach, trust me, you're going to learn very fast. It's like learning with purpose, right? That's something my teacher used to do. And I remember he would assign me to teach these little kids who would come during summer holidays. You know, those seasonal kids who would come during summer holidays, then they're gone forever. So he would get me to teach them. Qadi, one of the students, he never got to finish Quran, but he was a very good teacher. He actually helped me finish Quran in the madrasa, but he never got himself to finish Quran. Yeah? So, what I learned that most of you are actually going to learn more just by observing and watching this. So Sad literally started yesterday, was his first class. If he was observing this and he's paying attention, when he gets to this particular chapter, he can avoid a lot of these mistakes that he can see Umar is making, for example. Sorry, not Umar. Okay, Ali is making. Yes, it's Ali. So you see, you actually learn more by observing. So the traditional or the old method is learning means read, 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 read. The new method that we follow is that no, observe, observe, watch, observe, watch, observe. You learn more. No wonder everyone is so negative nowadays. Isn't that true, guys? Don't you find people so negative nowadays? Like, if you tell them, give me 10 bad news that are happening around the world, not in your area, wallahi, most people will have those 10. Like, I know about this mountain that literally fell on a small city in New Zealand a couple of days ago. And what's crazy, I have some people who actually went New Zealand like a week before. But I then had to stop myself from telling them that. It's not nice to tell someone, oh, did you go to New Zealand last week? You know what happened there? Massive mountain with like, there's so much ice on that mountain and literally fell. And it fell on like a small city and literally covered the entire city in ice. Now, I have nothing to do with it, but I was just scrolling through, which I shouldn't. I was scrolling through to look at certain things on TikTok called market research. And guess what happened? I mean, Saj works in marketing, so he would know. When we scroll through our social media, we call it market research. When people do, we call it doom scrolling. Yeah. And so I see this guy and he's talking about, it's like your mind just pays attention, so much attention to bad news, bad things that are happening. You have nothing to do with it. It's not going to benefit you, but you do pay attention, right? Just like that, when it comes to correcting students, a lot of time, you did wrong, you did very bad, you shouldn't do this, you didn't pay attention. That's how you are naturally inclined to correct someone. You're trying to tell someone, you can die if you make this mistake, but he's not going to die. Calm down. And so you don't learn more by reading, doing. You sometimes learn more by watching someone else making a mistake and you. So why did I bring this example? What I was telling you is that most of us are learning so much by watching this social media. Watch. But you don't realize your brain is learning all the wrong things. Guys, I can guarantee you, if there was an app and it was full of good news and you're just scrolling, every time you scroll, you see either a good news, beneficial video. Actually, you know what? TikTok did that. Give me a second. On TikTok page, there is a...
Doesn't that suggest the existence of... So considering watermelons are a thing.
Yeah. There is a
Doesn't that suggest-
STEM.
You probably know the disability tests by
Great news for anybody needing ask.
Standard aerobic cellular respiration.
Let's do a double factorial.
So STEM on TikTok, that page is all education. Yeah, some countries know what to do with social media, looks like. So they made a specific section just for, and most people, they're explaining some math, equations, physics, and all the rest of it. Anyway, we are all learning a lot by watching social media, but most of us learning the wrong things. So this is what I did with my online course. Although I am planning on improving this is not really the best thing. I wish this can be just like a TikTok, like even smaller. But I realized that I consulted a teacher. He said you have to have a video, then make some quizzes, like ask them what they learn. So we just did a bit of a like educational way. Zain, assalamu alaikum. Zain, what are we reading today?
Second part.
MashaAllah. So Zain is in his third level. So we're focusing on fluency here. He done his basic tajweed. He done his qawaid. Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وقد خاب من دساها كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها
باء فتحة باء عين فتحة باع ثاء فتحة ثاء بعث إذ انبعث
إذ انبعث أشقاها فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقواها
ناقة الله ناقة الله هي ها كسرة هي
ناقة الله وسقواها فكذبت ثمود فكذبت ثمود
Oops, I think you're reading this particular line here. Pay attention.
فكذب
Huh? Try spelling it.
كافة ذا الشدة كذ ذا الفتحة ذا
ها فكذ first فكذ then ذا الفتحة ذا
ذا الفتحة ذا فكذا يا دم
فكذا با ضمة وسكون
Listed. Shots were fired this morning. What?
بعد ما واسكون بو فكذبوا
ها ضمة
هدمه فكذبوه
okay keep going
ففتح عين فتح فع فتح فعق ردم وسكون رو فعقروا
فعق را ضمة وسكون رو فعقروا
فأقروا فتح فأقروها
ها فتحة نو ها فتحة ألف سكون
فتح ألف سكون ففتح دال فتح ميم سكون
okay now this word is فعقروها now say both words together
فكذبوه فأقروها فكذب
that's it فكذبوه فعقروها. We gotta brush off some of your spelling, young man, but let's keep going. Let's spell this word.
ففتح دال فتح ميم سكون دم فدم دال فتح د فدم د ميم فتح ما فدم دم.
Good. 3 words. As slow as you can. No need to rush.
فكذبوه فعقروها
فكذبوه فعقروها. Next one.
فعقروها فدمدم.
Good. This word.
عين فتح لام فتح يا سكون لي علي حا كسر ميم سكون حم عليهم را فتح با شدة رب با دم.
Okay, wait. Before we go رب عليهم. Now you're trying to say 4 words together. فكذبوه.
فكذبوه فأقروها فدمدم عليهم ربهم.
Okay. So what I would okay, so what I would like to do is not bad. Go over the spelling of these. It's okay, look, whatever you were reading before you were familiar with it, this might be new to you. Go over spelling of each one of these words. How to read them. Then let's come to the class. Let's go over spelling again. Let's brush over your spelling and reading. Yeah. The thing is, guys, what happens sometimes you're familiar with the surah, you're familiar with certain words. You don't need to use spelling. You don't need to use your brain to spell words. But when you need to, you realize, oh, I forgot how to spell. It's fine. You just brush over it. Qawaid 11 Zain, last chapter. Go over it. Let's brush over that inshallah ta'ala. If I have someone who's freshly from Qawaid, who did Qawaid and now he is in Quran, his spelling would be really good. Or her spelling would be really good. But as we sometimes go very far, we don't even realize that, oh, I forgot how to spell. Which is fine, Zain. So work on that, Zain. And then I will test you on the exact same verses here. Yeah, so the last two verses. But go over at least one lesson or two lessons of Qawaid. Lesson number 11 in level 1. Where I'm spelling words in the Quran. Okay, Huriya, if I can get you to just read Bismillah, this page of the Quran. As slow as you can. Yeah, as slow as you can. Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال فما هذبكم أيها المرسلون قالوا إنا أرسلنا إلى قوم مجرمين لنرسل عليهم حجارة من طين مسومة عند ربك للمسرفين فأخرجنا من كان فيها من المؤمنين فما وجدنا فيها غير بيت من المسلمين وتركنا فيها آيات للذين يخافون العذاب الأليم.
Okay, so let's focus on some of the things you read wrong and see if you can get them right. First word is this particular word here. Take your time.
آية.
Bad. This word, you read it wrong. You read it right. I just want to see how you pronounce it. Go.
فأخرجنا.
فأخرجنا or فأخرجنا.
فأخرجنا.
Good. 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 How do we say this word here?
طين.
Noon with noon kasratain.
طين.
طي نون كسرتين نين طي نين.
طين.
Now let's try this particular word here.
إنا. خطبكم.
Wow. Okay. Okay. So, Huriya, try to wrap my head around this. You can read, you make mistakes, you don't know, but if I narrow down and highlight a word, you read it right. Okay. I need you to attend the next session, whether it's today, tomorrow. We dive into this, and I want to see that the mistakes that you make, do you understand them and how well you understand them? Okay? So, because then I want to jump to a right conclusion. Yeah? I think you attended this session before. So I want you to read a little bit more, and I want to basically get you to, this test where you become the teacher. And I want to see that if I were to put you in that position, now I don't want you to teach someone. I want to see how you reason your mistake. Okay? And we will take it from there. But so far, so good. Now, this is very common, guys, for those of you who are new here. That someone reads a verse and they make a mistake they don't realize. So you see Zain when he read, who ran away after he finished, he would read most of the words wrong. Yeah, so I have to get him to spell each and every word to slow him down. He's judging these words, he's assuming this is the word, and he's jumping. With Huria, she would read one thing wrong, but without even realizing. It's a minor mistake. Some of you didn't even catch it. But if I were to eliminate everything and just get her to focus on this, she reads it right. So this can be, if I go back to the triangle, this can be an issue of when she learned qawaid, so she learned how to spell and read words. She can read words. Remember when I just circled the word, she can read the word very well. From here, when she was moving on to the next level, it's basically moving from level 2 to level 3. And she's reading verses. So she's putting together words and reading. That jump happened too fast. And this is common. So students finish Qaedah, they can spell and read words. They can read words very fast. They can spell words and they can read them very fast. Like Huria. Word, word, word. Now, as a teacher, I just assume that our Huria can read anything in the Quran now. No. If we make that jump very fast, then Huria would read verses, but she would be reading few things wrong. As a teacher, I don't want to keep correcting her. Huria, just read this right. So when she makes a mistake, it's like, the word is sahirun. I just jump in to try to fix that small mistake for her. So I think that jump happened a little fast there. So we need to work on that. Huria, come to the next session, please, yeah? Sorry, Saj, I know you've been waiting for a while, so just trying to go through everyone in order. Where is it? Who was next? Who did I... Oh, Jukaima.
Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام وعليكم السلام. تفضلي.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Sorry, I can't see it fully.
My bad. Here.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen.
So if you can start from al-Basmala one more time.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
ضالين. Give me that strong lam there.
ضالين.
Next. الرحمة. الرحمة. Give me the strong ra there. الرحمة. Oh, I think you went on mute by mistake. الرحمة الرحيم. Yeah?
الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done. Well done. You don't want to... Okay, I think what you're trying to pronounce lam al-rahma.
No, ra is a little complicated for me because I don't know if I'm supposed to roll it or not.
You're supposed to... Every time there's a ra with the shadda or sukoon, it's supposed to go ar.
Okay, ar for shadda and sukoon. Okay.
Yeah, so if you get used to the exaggeration, ar, now you just have to do a little bit of it. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Next, ihdina, not ahdina, ihdina, and without bouncing, huh? So not ihdina, ihdinas.
Ihdinas. Ihdinas.
إياك نعبد. Let's change it to نعبد. دال ضمة دو.
إياك نعبد.
Good. Do. دال ضمة دو only. Santi. These are minor mistakes. I think if you go over one more time and be mindful of these, we can fix them forever. The reason it's important that you do this light is going to blind me. If you don't do this, then you're going to drag these mistakes forever. You're going to keep making these mistakes. Yeah, so let's get rid of these mistakes. Let's go over this. Sorry, I just realized. Maybe let me open the card a little bit. Let's see. Let's see if I open the card. Yeah, let's eliminate these mistakes so we don't make similar mistakes in the rest of the Quran. Yeah. Okay. Saj, how far did you go with your courses, with your lessons?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. So started from level 1. So up to the lowly planted letters, and I've finished those off.
Okay.
And I'm moving towards the twins.
Very good, very good. Okay, so let's see how well you can recognize these letters. So when I highlight a letter, just the letter. This is lam, ya, kaf, and you keep going, yeah?
Wow, meme,
Wow.
meme, alif, hamza, alif,
Wait.
yeah, nun, alif, ha, meme, meme, vav,
Meme and wow. Good, 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 good.
vav, meme, vav, nun,
Wow.
wow,
Okay.
meme, lam,
Meme, alif.
meme, alif, hamza, lam, nun, waw, lam, ha, meme, waw, ha, waw, alif, lam,
Oops, the first letter is Hamza.
hamza, lam, kaf, ya, meme, lam, alif, hamza, meme,
And these three.
hamza, lam, ya,
Good. Hamza, lam, not ya. This is alif. When it comes on top of this, it becomes alif, yeah? Okay, really good. Keep moving forward. I'm going to keep an eye out for Hamza and alif. It looks like there might be a slight confusion there. I'll rather test you and we highlight this mistake, we fix it now than later. But well done, well done. Finish your 20 letters, trying to finish them. No rush, do it in your own pace. But make sure you join the next session so I'll constantly test you, yeah? Guys, may Allah bless you. We'll see you inshallah in the later session. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, those of you on YouTube, guys. Now, this is how I teach. I'm more than welcome to drop your questions, guys. I've got 5 minutes that I can spare to answer your questions, inshallah ta'ala. Shouldn't be controlled. Is rolling consistent? Correct. Too much rolling is wrong. Ar-Rahma. No, it's Ar-Rahma. Shouldn't be doing it too much. Yeah. So before this, you asked the book, but it's the one. Sorry, before this one, you asked. Sorry, I did not get that question. Sorry, I did not understand that question. You can ask it differently. Maybe I'll be able to normally guide. For those of you who sign up, you know what? If you are sign up to my email, eventually you're gonna end up receiving my Qawaid 11 ebook. It's like a short guide. Yeah, so you're gonna end up finding it. Just a quick one, guys, before we end this session. If any one of you interested to be part of group coaching, click the link that you see pinned there and join my group coaching. What I normally say to my students, join, and if you don't see yourself making progress within the first 30 days, cancel your subscription. Most of my students say amazing improvement in their recitation. Something clicks, something does happen in the first 30 days. If you still struggling with your Quran recitation and you learned Quran all your life, you went to madrasa, you went here, you went there, and you're still struggling, what are you waiting for? This might be your next thing that you give it a try, and this might unlock your Quran for you forever. Yeah, learning Quran shouldn't be a struggle, shouldn't be full of struggle, shouldn't be full of failures. It should be a path that you follow, and by the end of it you achieve something. A lot of you, when you were learning Quran, the path wasn't clear enough for you. You didn't see yourself starting from here, ending here, getting rid of all the mistakes, and now you sort of don't even believe that. Well, check the link that I pinned here. You can see tons of people sending me a screen, like I took a screenshot of their message that they send me, different parts of the world, different age groups, different ethnicities. This visual method work for people. Yeah, especially if traditional methods didn't work for you in the past, this will work for you. But you gotta take this step and enroll yourself in this, and then you will see the results, inshallah ta'ala. 149 steps, 140, yes, it can take 149 days. You can do it even faster than that, just a quick one before I end, inshallah. I was looking at this news. A girl by the name Tijana, she was 19. She was on this holiday, and she was, where you jump from an airplane, not like the scary jump, this like one that you land with a parachute. Something a lot of us would dream of. Oh, I'm 19, I want to travel the world, I want to jump. People have these dreams and ideas. And she looks like she got into a panic mode while she was, coming down with this parachute. It's supposed to be a fun experience. She got into panic. The next thing is she tried to undo her belt. Next thing is she's gone from this life. She's gone. So yes, we are on these social media apps. We're using YouTube. We have this, you have that, and all the rest of it. When you meet Allah Azza wa Jal, what sort of deeds, with what heart, with what deeds are you going to go back to, return back to Allah? Life is literally this short. Yeah. So when you are on these all different apps and trying to have fun, watch this, follow this and that and all the rest of it, my question is, how much are you following the best of the mankind? How much is your life resonates? How much does it resonate with the life of the Prophet ﷺ? How much closer are you to Allah compared to yesterday? How much are you connected to Quran compared to yesterday? Is that moving forward? Are you doing something there? Because as soon as you die, that's the only thing you take forward. Your a'mal, your heart, your a'mal. Yeah. I say hearts because you can wish for a lot of good things, but you're never able to do them. So Allah Azza wa Jal, His mercy is so big that He will count that as a good act if you wanted to do it, but you couldn't do it. So Allah yanzur ila qulubikum wa a'malikum. Allah doesn't look at your faces, your physique, He look at your heart and your a'mal. So where are you with your Quran? People normally have this, oh, I'm going through a lot of bad things in life. I want to connect to Quran. I want to read Quran. I want to learn Quran. And as soon as Allah Azza wa Jal, lifts that situation away from them, that's it. They never want to touch the Quran again. That shouldn't be a relationship with Allah. That should not be a relationship with the Quran. Your relationship with Quran should be just like your relationship with eating and drinking. Every day you drink water. Every day you eat food. Every day you pick Quran, you recite Quran, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah bless you guys. Barakallahu feekum. Again, hit the link in the description or hit the link that you see there, pin in the comments. join my group coaching where I can coach you from wherever you are until you become a fluent Quran reciter, inshallah ta'ala.